Most people who find their way into the world of professional wrestling walk a unique path to get there, but the one thing they usually have in common is an inauspicious start to their career, be it in a car park, a community hall or a country fair. Loading: the worst thing I've ever done in wrestling. It was at an agricultural festival. The promoter didn't even bother to come. We got changed in the truck that we used to carry the ring around while about 12 people watched, says Jack Bonza, another Australian talent who will wrestle at the Star on Monday. Both Bonza and Eagles are among PWA's biggest stars, and their hard work saw them added to the card when New Japan Pro Wrestling toured Australia in February. It was surreal, Eagles says. The buildings we wrestled in were much bigger than the bowling clubs and RSLs that we tend to frequent, and the fan base was just so into everything that happened from start to finish. Professional wrestling has always enjoyed a fervent audience in Australia, dating back to the 1990s when Foxtel began broadcasting WWE's Raw and SmackDown programs, but Eagles says the local product has grown leaps and bounds in the last couple of years as it attempts to emerge from the shadow of more popular foreign promotions, suffering from the same problems that plague the NBL and the A-League. Living the dream, Robbie Eagles carries English wrestler Will Ospreay. Photo, newphotographystudios.com. Loading: but Eagles believes local wrestling is as strong as it's ever been, both due to the talent of Australian performers, and an influx of foreign stars. Definitely it's the current product catching the right eyes, but it's also that we have had some international talent visit us and their names and reputations have brought us a few new fans that wouldn't usually come to see us, and those people who were doubters beforehand realize that actually there's some really good talent in Australia. We hear it's just Australian wrestling all the time, but it's just wrestling. It doesn't matter what country it is. When it's the States and WWE, they don't say it's just American wrestling, so to be so grouped into our country and belittled by that phrase, it's upsetting, because when our talent does go abroad they impress every time. Loading: Australians are littered all over the world in various wrestling companies, but none come bigger than the WWE, where two former PWA wrestlers, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, currently wrestle on SmackDown each week to 2.5 million TV viewers in the USA, and plenty more around the world. Dozens of young men and women will frequent the training school on multiple nights every week, with dreams of following in their footsteps. Eagles, Bonza and others are among the veterans who provide training and advice to newcomers. In addition to competing, Bonza, who has a bachelor's degree in finance and a master's in accounting, manages the company, as well as his own lawn mowing and pest control businesses. We probably started with 70 people in community halls, and it's up to the point where we're getting 400 to 450 people at our biggest events, and this will be 3 times as big. It's definitely on the rise. Wrestling's becoming cool again, he says. This is the biggest show that's happened in Australia that isn't WWE or New Japan. This is huge. It's a step up, as far as we are concerned.